Greetings and salutations, YouTube land. Preval here again with another unboxing video. Today I have for you yet another box of goodies from the company Highspots.com. Yeah, I've been purchasing a lot from them lately. So before I begin, this is a little bit of an elephant in the room situation with this box. If you haven't heard, there's been a movement that's really hit the wrestling industry hard called Speaking Out, where people are discussing various types of abuse inflicted upon them by wrestlers and promoters. One of the people who has, I guess I'll say, been featured in the scandal, there is an autograph photo of him in this box. I really debated long and hard what to do with it, if I should open the box and pull it out and set it aside, if I should just kind of ignore it, just show it like nothing's going on. And I think I'm just, when I get to it, because there's some mystery stuff in here, so I don't quite know, where it's going to be. I'm just going to show it quickly and move on. I did purchase it before the abuse allegations came out. Well, it's not really abuse. Basically, he said some really stupid stuff on a podcast trying to be funny, and he really shouldn't have. On the plus side, he admits what he said was stupid. He's talked to and apologized to the person involved, and he is trying to go through counseling and get help, which is the only reason I'm not completely just disregarding it. Honestly, if this hadn't shipped before everything came out, I probably would have tried to cancel the picture. And honestly, it's not even someone I was really that big a fan of. I saw one match I liked, and he was rather entertaining on the show, so I ordered a photo. So, when I get to him, I'll flash him quickly. I'll move on. I'm not going to really linger on him. Alright, so let's get to the fun stuff. Are you all set? Then let's get ready for the unboxing! Switch up. Switch up. Like I said, there's several autograph photos in here. There's also a Lucha-themed mystery box that I'm pretty excited for. People have had a lot of good stuff so far. Let's see, and we start off with packing materials. And we have, I'm guessing this bag would be my Lucha box. Not nearly as impressive as the Edge backpack, I must say, but I can use this to help clean up after the dog. See, right on top, there's an autograph photo. Hope it's someone I know. A little embarrassed last time. And we got... Ooh, PUMA King. Nice. From Battle of Los Angeles, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. As you can see, COA on the back. I want to say he made an appearance in Lucha Underground or two, but I'm not entirely sure. But I'm happy to have that one. Need a good place to put everything. Let's see. I hate tape. Next we have... the Lucha Brothers comic book. I actually almost ordered this, so... Yay! I think I might have this. I was given a collection for Christmas. I can't remember if this was in it or not. Artwork looks pretty good. That's pretty cool. That comic book went for like $5 or $10 too, so let's see, it feels like a DVD. And I got upside down. What is it? Oh god. Los Gladiadores del Ring, Lucha Libre Mexicano Volume 2, featuring Rey Mysterio, Super Astro, Angel Blanco, Blue Shadow, Infernal, Yelka, Extreme Loco, Shamu, Mr. X, Los Genios, Viper, Villano 3, El Cobrande, and El Santanico. Yes, I took 4 years of Spanish and I'm struggling this bad. I believe the whole DVD is in Spanish, so this should be interesting. Let's see. I think there's supposed to be a mask in here, too. Let's see. I feel something. And, ooh, let's see. A couple things. Ooh, a sticker. Always up for a good sticker. Not sure who that is. If you know, please let me know in the comments. And let's see, a mini mag or a program, it looks like. Conan defends against Perro Aguo. It looks like a program from a Lucha Libre event. That's pretty sweet. It's a really interesting item. I honestly don't know. Let's see. It's from August 3rd of 1995, so I think this is really before Lucha even started catching on in the US. That's pretty interesting. I wish I knew more Spanish so I could enjoy that. I think this is my mask. And I got a lot of packaging. That's what I have. They've had some nice ones. Let's see. No sweatband, so this is a commercial one, not a pro one. I think it said the name was Shock. Not familiar with that luchador. I was really hoping for Phoenix. I wanted to order his and I forgot. But it's a pretty cool looking mask. I really need to start displaying these. I've got a few now. Fortunately, I don't know who most of them are. Oh, there's some more stuff in the bottom here. There's, looks like, rosary beads? Okay, this is, it's a WWE item. I think that's Callisto. I am so off on my WWE's version of luchadors. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. It's actually quite hefty. Could do some damage to someone with that thing. And that is everything. So that mystery box came from one of the Sunday shows. It was $25 for that, and I'm pretty happy with that. There's some really nice stuff in there for that little amount of money. Just the autographs probably 10 to 15 by itself. Those masks aren't cheap, and the rest of the stuff. Okay, now let's get to the stuff I did order. Up first, I'm a big fan of the micro brawlers from Pro Wrestling Crate. If you've watched all my videos, you've seen on the channel when I've opened those. I'm not trying to get all of them, because there's a lot of them, and there's some that are, like, stupidly rare due to various reasons. But I am picking up a few of people I particularly like. For example, Raven. I missed this one. I like Raven a lot. Been a fan of his literally since he was in WCW, if you remember those days. I loved the Raven character. And when I'm talking WCW, I'm talking before Raven, back when he was a light heavyweight nobody. So, I'm really excited to add that one to my collection of guys who constantly fall over when anyone bumps into my desk. And of course, as soon as I saw him, I had to have him. Phoenix. I don't care what name he goes by, I know him as Phoenix. I will always call him Phoenix. One of my favorites from Lucha Underground, and a very happy addition to my collection. At the end of their, usually Thursdays, Saturdays, and some Sundays, they do like a virtual gimmick table I've mentioned before on Facebook. And to close it out at the very end, they usually include some sort of a DVD deal. One of them was one that piqued my interest, and it was only like $5, so I went for it. Loser Leaves Town, the best of Jerry Lawler versus Bill Dundee. I never really got to see Memphis wrestling. Most of it was a little before my prime. So I've been interested in it. I've heard a lot about it. I've seen a lot of the guys on other things. I used to watch Global a lot, and a lot of them showed up on there. Let's see, this has Jerry Lawler versus Bill Dundee, Loser Leaves Town. Bill Dundee versus Steve Kern. Jerry Lawler versus Eddie Gilbert. Which, hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert's one of my favorite old-time stars. I loved him. I watched him all the time in Global. And a bunch of other stuff about the match. So, should be interesting. Catch up on one of my gaps of my knowledge, because I don't think much of the Global stuff has made it. I'm sorry, the Memphis stuff is on the network. I think there's some kind of rights issues with it. Okay, up next we have the promo photos. Up first, you better have your taxes paid, because IRS is here. Though I am a little bummed he just signed an IRS and not Erwin R. Shyster. But what can you do? Certificate of Authenticity from Highspots on the back. He was one of my most hated heels when I first started watching. But I loved watching him just because he's so smooth in the ring, especially back then. I honestly feel he is the best dropkick ever in the business, and I am willing to fight over that statement. Up next is my aunt's all-time favorite wrestler, so when I saw him, I had to grab him. Lex Luger. This is in his narcissist pose, which is where I best knew him. I missed most of his glory days in the NWA and WCW. There he is signing, although you probably don't want to see what he looks like now. Remember him like this. He, of course, was the first to jump ship during the Monday Night Wars in a huge surprise angle. He never really caught on in WWE. They tried to turn him into Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan was more than just the USA. They found out the hard way. I think if they'd kept him as the swarmy heel, he would have been better. Up next, you know I love my obscure 90s alternate wrestling characters. Here we have Quang. If you don't know, this was Savio Vega's first character in WWE. Yes, they had a Puerto Rican wrestler portraying a Japanese ninja. Oh, wrestling. COA on the back. Couldn't pass that one up. Like I said, I love secondary characters. Okay, and we have that one. Like I said, not really going on much about him. Hopefully, he comes out a better person in the end, is all we can ask. And thank God it wasn't one of the people who had some of the really, really, really bad stuff come out. Finally is one of my favorites from Lucha Underground. He had an incredible career in Mexico that I would love to get a DVD or something of, because I didn't get to see any of it. We have Vampiro. The mentor, at least in storyline, of Pentagon. A really great announcer, although he dropped one too many F-bombs. Nice signature. Highspot certificate. So all in all, it's the last of the stuff, as you can see. I am very happy. Like I said, they do shows Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays. Thursdays usually have some sort of a special guest on. They've got an NWA themed one coming up with Nick Aldis and someone else I can't remember. That one's starting at 6:05. Usually they're 7:05. Saturdays they do the one from the owner's kitchen table, which is always absolutely crazy. You're literally gonna hear his wife freaking out at him in the background because poor Christy has to input all of our orders and she gets a little overwhelmed. You really need to get her some help. And then Sundays they do Last Merch Standing, which is just a crazy good time. It's usually where they have the mystery boxes. Coming up, if you're, not in retail like me and you don't get stuck working the 4th, because that's one of your busiest days, on the 4th of July, they're doing a major 12-hour sell-a-thon. They're going to have the Patriot Del Wilkes, not the crappy version. They're going to have Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and they're going to have Sergeant Slaughter on there. That's going to be awesome. Even if you don't buy anything, it's going to be worth it just for the stories those three are going to tell. But you should buy something, because they're going to have some incredible deals. They put insane stuff up for auction. Ron Simmons was just on, and he literally brought, like, some internal newsletter things that WCW put out that, like, nobody had ever seen. And they went for over $2,000. It was insane to watch. People were just bidding so much for the things. I would have loved to have had them, but I also enjoy breathing, and my wife would have killed me if I spent that kind of money. Especially on 4 pieces of paper that someone's probably going to scan and have up on the internet before this video's up. Alright, if you enjoyed this, please give me the thumbs up. Anything you have to say, if you know someone I didn't know. If I'd said something stupid, please give me a comment down below. If you haven't yet and you enjoyed it, I do a bunch of videos. Hit the subscribe button so you can catch them all. And as always, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes!